Am I back online? Hopefully?
No.
Excuse me. Okay, it says that I am, but maybe I'll have to export 2 videos for the price of 1 today. Hard to say. Am I still offline?
I'm
No, I'm live!
bad.
Yes, I'm live! Good.
You're online.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank God. Okay. That probably means I'll have to export 2 things, but that's okay. I don't mind. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that.
Haha!
Oh, no.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah,
Oh, good.
the internet connection is being very strange right now, but I think we're good. Again.
Okay.
Maybe.
No way! Are you saying that she died from a hand injury?
Sebastian, you fucking dingus.
You dingle.
You dangle.
No, that is not the case. I suspect she just held her hand against the wound. It can't be seen in the photo, but at this moment, she must have already suffered a fatal wound. Oh ho! If that's true, then it changes a lot of things, you know. It seems you understand. This refutes the allegations against Kay. Kay encountered the victim after this photo was taken. After this picture was taken. I believe at this point in time, the victim... no, come on. Was already on the verge of death. It's likely Kay just happened to be present when the victim reached the end of her strength.
That is quite the coincidence.
Indeed. I can only say that she was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, it seems you have forgotten a crucial fact.
Ah, you mean that, right? He must be pretending that he hasn't noticed it, you see. What did you say? Are you implying I forgot something? Courtney, I think it's time you gave him his last rites.
Oh.
Wear your pants today.
Oh no, they are not
Cry.
dating, are they?
Hey, Pops! Just scenes with me, you know? Don't order her around like that!
Oh my god, are they
You know,
What?
even though you're my son, you're so embarrassing.
Or are they just partners on the case?
Who, Blazin' Courtney?
I'm not
Yes, no,
embarrassing!
Sebastian Courtney. Because he just said, hey, Courtney's with me, you know.
Oh,
don't
no,
order
no,
her
no,
around
no.
like
He
that.
likes her.
No, Courtney and Sebastian are like work partners.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Sure.
Bad OTP. Do not ship. We do not. We
I
do
don't
not.
know. No,
We
I
do
don't
not
know.
stand Shortney over here.
No,
Marty
no.
shipping.
No.
Oh my god.
Or Edgeworth and Courtney all the way.
Yeah.
I finished
Oh
the
no,
back.
it's my
I
favorite.
agree with that. I'm gonna go with the normies here and go with that one.
I
Okay.
love angry tension. Let's go.
What's?
Angry tension.
I'm sorry, but you're both rather. But you're.
More like sexual tension.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but you're both rather embarrassing.
Justine, give Mr. Edgeworth his,
Very well.
She looks older than him.
I shall
Like,
give
quite-
him his
quite a bit.
last rites.
She seems quite a bit older than him, then. He
Well,
looks
okay.
significant-
Here, I'll tell you.
significantly
I'll tell you how old Courtney is. Courtney is 26. Sebastian is 17.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Oh,
only
yeah, I thought so.
17.
That's not
Yeah.
allowed.
That's not allowed.
Jesus, what? And he's a prosecutor?
Yes. Which is very strange, but then you remember that Franzi was a prosecutor at 17, and she's 19 now.
Oh God, they're so young.
19 and on Interpol.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and for reference, you know, Courtney, even the very liberal half your age plus 7 rule, she does not pass that with Sebastian here. So, yeah,
I don't ship it. How old is Edgeworth?
Yeah, so
Edgeworth
quit it.
is 24 or 25, I believe, in this.
Oh, okay. I ship
No,
it.
no, I think he's 26 actually.
I ship it.
I ship the grandma and Gumshoe.
Ah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Hey, that's
Bonnie
giggles.
My name is Bunny.
Kay is only 17. I thought she was 19. God, Giggles, your old lady in front is so
That was pretty
hilarious.
good.
Where's that? No, I can't. I'm allergic to peanut butter.
gonna lose it. That's amazing.
Can someone give me like Office Woman Jill Crane voice? Just like, what's the voice you get when you look at her?
Hi, my
Something
name's
sort of
Jill
like
Crane.
this. The victim of an attorney. I'm the victim of an
In that
attorney.
photo.
Yeah, I look
It
in the
looks
mirror
Just a
every day
normal-
and I
just-
put in these little red earrings and
Just
then
She
a
looks
normal.
Wait, wait,
Wow.
what, Snake? Hold on, hold the fucking phone. Bonnie Young
She looked-
is 60. Blaze the best is 68.
You know
She
what?
looks good.
Listen, here's the thing. Bonnie Young works in the medical field. Do you
Oh yeah, that
understand?
makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, were you freaking out?
Wait,
what?
she's 20. Oh,
Look
she
how
doesn't
far
look good
eyes
in
are.
that.
Blaze is 68. That dude is 68, and this old lady is 60.
Oh.
Yeah, she works in the medical field, okay? That takes like 20 years off your life the first year you work in a hospital.
True.
Okay?
Hospital.
When the body was found, there were 3 wounds in Miss Crane's chest. I'm sure you're well aware what kind of wounds these were, right?
No, tell me.
Yes. She was stabbed in the heart with the 3-pronged candelabra.
Yeah, but she was stabbed through the jacket with that.
Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Please take a close look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it?
Let's have a look at the autopsy report.
Jill Crane is
Where
still
is the
alive.
autopsy report? Could somebody please give me the autopsy report? I need it. Where the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I got it right here for you, Sonny.
Thank you. All right, let's have a look here.
Did
Finding
you
of the
really stumble
coroner.
upon a murder?
Head wound was post-mortem.
Yeah, we did in fact. Did we happen to stumble upon a murder? I think just candelabra in the left chest. Yeah, but how can you stab when you got the red jacket and there's no blood stain on the jacket, right? Is that? Hold on.
Also, how do you stab with a candelabra? That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Blood were found on the hood, but not where the blood should be. That's
Because the head wound was post-mortem. That's why there's blood on the hood. Post-mortem, she was killed first, and then the jacket was touched with her blood.
I was thinking it's actually that she was hit on the head or something,
Maybe.
and then like the stab wound was post-mortem.
How do you stab someone with a candelabra? The candles would be sharp, but they would just be, boop. You know,
It's
they're not literally sharp.
It's been a while, but like her head
It's
was
been a
hit
while.
after she died. Her head was hit after she died.
Okay.
See, Mina, I think it's the
But-
other way around. Oh yeah, good night, Seth.
It says in the autopsy the head wound is post-mortem. That means the head wound happened after she died.
Yeah.
So weird, though.
Get your nurse talk out of here.
Yeah, I.
Shut
You're
up.
never-
She's
Mina is valuable.
Thank you, Giggles.
Come out.
It says right there.
Do we trust Bonnie though?
No, not really. She doesn't even speak. How can we trust her?
Like, okay, here's me metagaming a bit. Actually, no, I won't metagame it. I won't metagame it. I won't metagame it.
All the time to figure something out.
Well done, Justine. With this,
I
Mr.
will offer a
Edgeworth will-
rebuttal, of course.
Why would you do that? Didn't you hear what Justine just said?
Of course I did. And I still plan to object to it.
It's not fair! You're always opposing me at every turn!
It was never my intention to oppose you.
Huh? Really?
It's simply not worth my time.
I see. So that's how it is. Yep. After all, I'm...
That's enough, you know. You're embarrassing your father, you see.
Huh? What do you mean, Pops?
Poor
Wait,
Fest.
he's 68 and Sebastian's 17!
Yeah, you didn't think about
Wow!
that, did you?
He was 51!
He's still getting it.
God damn,
The
man.
mom must have been really young then.
Let's hear Edgeworth's contradiction.
3 wounds in this girl's chest.
I'm
I
sure
love
you're well
you
aware
about
what
it.
kind of wounds these were, right? Yes, she was stabbed in the heart with the 3-pronged candelabra.
I don't like that because there's no bloodstain on the red raincoat where there should be, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it's red. It probably blends in.
No,
There's
but-
only a blood stain. There's only a blood stain on the hood.
Yeah,
not
this
the
is a
chest.
clear contradiction here.
Yeah, and there's nothing on the raincoat. Like, there's also no holes in the raincoat.
Yeah, exactly. Chairman DeBest, do you know what this is? It seems to be a red raincoat. How about it, Courtney?
The victim, Miss Crane, was wearing this earlier. Prosecutor Edgeworth, must I repeat my explanation to you all over again?
Yes.
I suppose it just might come to that. Judge Courtney, answer me this. This red raincoat was stained with blood. Do you happen to remember where specifically those bloodstains were located?
Of course I do. They were on the hood. Wait, it can't be.
What does this mean? Judge Courtney, were there any other bloodstains besides the ones on the hood?
None were detected.
Don't you think it's strange? The victim died from a stab wound to the chest. In that case, there should have been blood on the bloodstains on the front of the raincoat. However, the only blood they found was on the hood. This is a huge contradiction.
There's no blood on the bloodstains.
Yeah. The wound on the victim's head is no ordinary wound.
Literally just park water.
After all, the victim sustained this wound before she was stabbed in the chest.
It does appear that way, doesn't it? The victim first suffered the head wound. If she had already been stabbed in the chest, the raincoat would have been stained with blood. Therefore, it is unthinkable that her chest was stabbed before she suffered the head wound. So the order of the wounds would be first the head, followed by the chest.
I don't know about that one, Courtney! Head wound was post-mortem! I'm fucking sick of your shit, P.I.C!
However, does that really change the situation?
With this, a contradiction is born. One that overturns all of our assumptions up until now.
Is the change really that great? I look forward to hearing it. Well then, this contradiction, why don't you show it to me? With evidence!
Which piece of evidence shows the contradiction that arises from the order of the wounds?
It's a superhero man.
It's the it's the purple flower.
Autopsy report!
It's
the report! It's the report!
Look at this report. This is the autopsy report written by Dr. Young. According to this, the head wound was post-mortem.
Like what Mina
But
was
that's
saying.
not what the raincoat shows.
Which is what I was saying. Exactly. It's the exact opposite.
It's the voltage and Mina power hour.
Yeah.
Bailiff, hurry and summon Dr. Bonnie Young at once.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, Mina, now it's the giggles and Mina power.
Yes, until we hear what she has to say, we cannot close the curtains on this case. Yes, we get to be Bonnie and her daughter. And her,
Extra. Alex, it's all your time to shine.
My time. Yes,
My
ma'am.
son.
Understood.
Woohoo!
That was good. Begging nobody more often.
Dr. Young is a busy person. It will take some time for her to arrive. In the meantime, let us try viewing this case from another angle. There's something that's been on my mind. One of the key figures in this case, the conductor, we still don't know who that person is.
Now that you mention it, even after our investigation, we still have no idea who it is.
Gang, I'm going to be right back. I have to pee. I'm so sorry. And this time, I am, in fact, muting myself.
The screen comes to a crashing
God.
halt.
All right.
But we can still talk.
No.
Hydration is important. Get your water.
Time.
Hydrate
Pull up
before
into
you
the
die.
hydration.
Before you die, Dre?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the rule set.
It's your funny joke. that
That's
you
funny.
love. Best joke ever. It's
No,
not
yeah,
even
it
a
is.
joke.
Don't drink the haterade.
Oh no, no, I have to start saying that.
No.
Don't drink the haterade.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How have I not heard of any of these?
I wasn't in your life sooner.
I wish you were. Oh my gosh, hydrate before you dehydrate, but don't drink the haterade. I gotta say that to Will. I'm gonna text him right now.
He's gonna be like,
Okay, so
you go
about
at it again.
hydrating instead of dehydrating.
I'm gonna text it to him before you finish.
Nope, I just did it.
No, I blocked it.
Mina,
Blocked it.
Mina said, "Don't drink the haterade."
Yeah, don't drink the haterade, please.
I'm back. For real this time. And everything's good. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
Alright.
I had to pee really badly. Oh no. Alright, good. Come on.
The conductor has come up time and time again during this hearing. However, at this point in time, their identity remains a mystery. How about it? Do you have any ideas?
I'm still not sure at the moment. However, there is someone I have in mind. A certain individual involved in this case who might know something about it.
It's Jammin' Ninja.
Who's that?
Is it live?
Blaze de Best, I demand your
Oh.
testimony.
Oh yeah, duh.
What? Don't say such a stupid thing. Why would you suspect Pops?
Objection. Are you trying to cast suspicion towards the chairman of the P.I.C.?
Yeah, damn right.
Yes.
Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
It means we're fucked.
Status and prestige mean nothing before the truth. That man is
Blame
trying to
nothing.
pin the crime on Kay. The evidence that was in Kay's possession, the ticket stub, the mask, the corsage, these items did not come into her possession out of her own volition. By some method, that man purposely planted on them on her personage.
It is hard to believe such a sudden accusation. But I'll ask just in case. Why would he do that?
Obviously, to direct suspicion towards Kay. I succeeded in drawing out those words from him earlier.
Mr. Chairman, your response?
Are you too shocked to speak?
He's like, look at my
And what of
head.
it? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, what of it?
What a douche.
You say you drew out some words from me, but you don't have a shred of proof, you know. No one else heard it but you. It just doesn't work like that, you see? Or do you have something else? You know, some kind of basis for your argument? This confidence, he also shown it at the cell.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I would like you to explain once more. I trust we have your permission, Mr. Chairman.
But of course. I'm pretty tired. Nope. I'm pretty interested in this matter myself, you know.
Little Freudian slip there.
I'm tired.
Nope.
Alright, too.
I'd like to know just what part of me seems criminal to Edgeworth. There's no one as honest as I am, you see. How can you say that with such a straight face? Let's start from the top. The fact that the auction was held in this room is cause for suspicion. This is the P.I.C. meeting room. I imagine it would be difficult for non-members to enter.
That's why all the members have key cards, you know.
I think we can assume that multiple auctions have been held here before. Therefore, suspecting a member of the P.I.C. would be...
The best!
Yes, because the conductor had to have been a P.I.C. member.
No!
What was that all about?
Oh, what did I do, Pops? I just helped the enemy.
Sebastian, he really is an idiot, you know. But you see, Edgeworth, I'm not the only one with access, you know.
Indeed. There are 11 members in the P.I.C.
And we've only met 2 of them.
Even if we rule out the victim, Miss Crane, there are still 10 potential suspects.
Audience, fill in voices!
It's not me, it's not me.
It's a me.
But it could be the chairman, right? No, how could it possibly be the chairman? I don't know who it is. Whoever should just come forward. Yeah, they should come forward.
Catch the game last night?
The rat bastard, let's kill him. Get the game.
Yes, everyone just calm down, you know. Edgeworth, is that all you've got? Where's the evidence to suspect me? Oh, so you've fallen silent. But you've gone too far, you see. I won't forgive you anymore. It's too late for regrets, you know. I'm a very important man, you see. Former chief prosecutor and chairman of the P.I.C. It's fine if you're not prepared to face the fire, you know. Because you see...
He's crazy.
Either way, it won't make any difference.
So crazy.
Oh, dude.
Look at his crazy eyes. Oh.
Because I'm gonna bully you. You've been rambling on for quite a while about the most trivial details, you know? Like the location of the murder, the order of the wounds, and... what else was there? It just doesn't matter, you know? Because, you see, none of that means anything, you know? Think about it. We've got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim. That's all that matters, you see. She'll even get a lighter sentence with her confession, you know. Just like the lighter I have in my pocket. Now then, if there are any contradictions, be my guest.
Objection.
Later, I have in my pocket. Oh my gosh.
How can that be considered testimony? There must be a contradiction somewhere. I have no idea where the fuck the contradiction is.
That person, he's very important, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's all right. Let's just give up.
No, Kay.
Kay's making this investigation very difficult.
Surely, I know. Surely I must have killed her. I can't even remember it.
Don't be tied down by your muddled memories. If you want to believe in something, believe in the me that believes in you. I mean, believe in your own innocence. Oh no!
Voltage, the soothsayer. I swear to God, you played this blind.
He willed it into existence.
Wait, Voltage, you swear to God this is the first time you played this game?
Oh my god.
He's been saying it all night. It happened. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
But like, think of how perfect the timing was though, because Mina even added as K, like Edgeworth, can we give up the gimmick? And then it just happened to slap her.
Oh my god.
Oh my
This is a good highlight. This is the most magical night of my
Oh my
life.
We
god.
don't even need the dialogue. Voltage can just
my
make
God.
up the rest of it.
It's a fucking Gurren Lagann reference too. The translators fucking did that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. That's the kind of shit we love.
Mina, I need you to go into the stream and immediately clip that.
I don't know how to do that.
You go in and there's like an outtake button, you know, that they have on the thing.
You'd
What?
have to make me a mod, Steve.
I don't know how to do that at all. I've never done that in my life.
You can,
I'm sorry.
anyone can clip,
Well,
can't they?
Mina, just believe in me.
Yeah, anybody can.
Someone clip that.
Maybe I'll do it if you make me a mod.
I'll do it, Lazy. Just give me after the stream. I'm still reeling from this revelation right now.
Somebody clip that.
You'll have to teach me how to do it later so I can do it for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
we continue.
It's perfect.
I'm not even gonna say it.
But the gimmicks, it's too much, Mr. Edgeworth.
I cannot believe that. Okay. My opponent is the P.I.C. chairman. Taking him down won't be easy. However, he has underestimated me. If I can take advantage of that. Rebuttal. Because I'm gonna bully you. Oh my fucking god, I cannot believe that happened.
Yeah, that was too perfect.
You've been rambling, like the location. I'm gonna press this. I wonder if it's gonna catch me saying, hold it! Nope. My voice cracked. I need to get water. I need to get water really quickly. I'm not gonna mute it so you can all hear me getting water. But, woo, that was something else, man. I tell you.
Oh my god, he's getting water on stream. Damn.
Yeah, he's getting water on stream.
The water guy?
Wow.
Oh wait, did this translation just come out? Like I knew about this game, I just didn't know. I didn't know when the translation came out. I remember people being very upset that we didn't get it.
Oh, right. I have returned. Alright, headphones on. Let's do this.
Sorry, I can't go back far enough to clip it.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just make it when the VOD comes out, you can clip. I'll clip then.
Can't wait for Voltage's VOD to come out.
Well, it'll be done once the stream's up, so. Or the stream's over, it should be there. Anyway, the autopsy report and the questions about the conductor. Were you even listening? Dark as cheat, you know? I was listening, you see, but I didn't think much of it, you know. You didn't think much of it even after I brought up all those issues? Perhaps your judgment needs to be questioned rather than my ability as a prosecutor. That's a good one, Edgeworth. But you see, it just doesn't matter, you know, because none of that means anything. I don't think so. Think about it. We've got the... I don't like that statement. It may be true she confessed, but however, that doesn't mean she... That doesn't make it the truth. She is suffering from memory loss, so we must question the credibility of her testimony. Oh, that's his voice too?
Oh, that's cool.
It's like,
He actually sounded
objection!
Close to what he said.
That's actually, gotta say, I'm pretty happy about that. Even if you say that, you know, it won't solve anything. Why, goodness, it did not. Gosh, it sounds like madness to me. Wanna try asking her again? I think she'll just say that she's the murderer again, though. Very well, let's try asking her again, one last time.
It's a bad idea.
I'd like to hear from Kay herself whether or not she is the culprit.
It's a really bad idea.
Huh? From me? Will that be all right? If this goes poorly, it will be quite unfavorable for you.
I do not mind. However, I shall ask Kay the question myself. I'm moved to tears, you know. Oh, how touching, you know. Well, very touching. Fine then, I'll let you ask her. However, I have one condition. If all this proves to be a waste of time... Oh, fire. Then that will be the end of it. How's that sound?
The end of the hearing?
Yes, it seems you can be smart once in a while, Sebastian. In other words, you see, if she confesses again, Kay Faraday will be found beyond a shadow of a doubt guilty. Yep,
Jesus.
it's a fine idea.
That's fucking terrifying.
Guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt? Yeah, that's right. That's harsh. But either way, if I do nothing, she'll be declared guilty. Kay!
Yes?
I know what I'm asking of you is unreasonable, but please, I want you to answer me. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Do you remember anything? Anything that would prove your innocence?
Why would you go that far for me? Oh, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to remember. Because I might have done something even worse. If that were the case, I would only make things worse for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay Faraday must have been a despicable criminal. Someone who betrayed your trust.
Don't worry. We've only known each other for a short while, but I know you very well. I'd even say that I know you better than you know yourself, now that you've lost your memories. Oh, it's a half penalty! Huh. You cannot be the true culprit because your true identity is the Jammin' Ninja! It's the Yatagarasu. Take that! The great thief Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu is a noble thief who would never stoop to murder.
Uh-huh. No, it's useless. After all, no matter what, that memory still remains. This image that's stuck in my head, I just can't get rid of it. That means I must have...
Hold it! There's no clear evidence to prove that you're the culprit, besides your own confession. Remember what I said? You must believe in yourself. Or perhaps you cannot trust my words?
No, that's not it.
Your true identity is the fingerprints of a snake! Oh, and hey, Matt, how's it going?
It's because you're trying to save someone like me. You've already lost so much, all for my sake. I can't bear it anymore. Please, please, just give up.
I see now. Oh, thank you, Lazy. Oh, why did you name it? It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Is that the... Jesus fucking Christ, Lazy. Alright.
Sorry.
I missed something here.
No, you're good, you're good. You missed...
He asked me to clip.
Your,
So I clip.
What's the clip called again?
it doesn't matter how tiny it is. I'll have to look at it after the stream's over. I see now. I thought it was strange. The reason you were acting like you wanted to be found guilty was because you were concerned about me. It is just like you, Kay.
It's because you're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth.
Unfortunately, I may fall short of your expectations. I'm not trying to be a good person. No matter how much you may want me to give up, I'll keep trying to save you. That is the nature of who I am. Whether or not it is a burden for you is none of my concern. Okay? Believe in yourself once more. You are a noble, great thief. I'm not going to be saying it anymore. What you should be doubting is your memory of committing the murder. That is my wish, above all else. Please.
Whoa.
Kay!
She disappeared.
What is it? Did you remember something?
You know, Courtney was
If
like,
she
low-key
remembers something
shading during that
now.
whole entire conversation.
It would be like a bad movie.
I hope my scream didn't peak too much.
No, it was good.
It was.
No.
It was fine.
Bull.
The-
It's all bull.
Hmm. Hmm.
Bull?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please ask her to clarify.
Why can't you do it?
well, Kay, what do you mean by bull?
I remember now.
It means shit!
The person in the red raincoat had that with her. The stuffed bull doll. I'm certain of it.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna turn my
Okay.
gain down a little bit so I don't peak the mic when I do my blaze yells now.
Is that true, defendant? Yes, Your Honor. The court hereby accepts the defendant's statement as a new piece of testimony.
Also, Matt, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Objection! Quit messing around, Courtney. A testimony like that cannot be accepted, you know.
Your objection has been noted, sir. However, testimony about the victim's belongings.
Has been lacking up until now. Objection! Nevertheless, you know, her vague memories cannot be trusted, you know.
Her memories are vague. That would be bad for us as well. Didn't you say this earlier yourself, Mr. Chairman? Since we have the suspect's confession, we don't need to worry about the trivial details. If we decide to doubt her memories, then we must also doubt her confession, which is the main foundation of our case. Are you willing to do that, sir?
You're right. Well, never mind then. I shall leave it to you.
Thank you very much.
We did it. It was touch and go for a while there, though, but... However, those words of Judge Courtney just now... It almost feels like as if she has a crush on me. I mean, she is on our side.
God, I love you. Can't you just figure it out? Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know anything about this stuffed animal?
No, Courtney, I did not buy it for you on our first date. The stuffed animal Kay spoke of must have been this. We found it in the storeroom. It is believed to be
It has one
one of
horn.
the items for the auction.
Check it for fingerprints.
This is.
Plot twist, it's Courtney.
Hmm?
This is you,
Would
Craig.
you know something about this, Justine?
No, it's just a bit different from what I imagined.
Indeed, it's certainly not what I would have expected the victim to be carrying. Let's examine every suspicious-looking nook
Gotta
and
clip some
cranny.
nuts in there.
Okay.
It's got one horn.
There's this thing. That, I can't examine that. But, oh, I can examine the horn, but is there anything else I can examine? What about the... Nope. All right, I guess they want me to look at the horn. Oh, there's a missing. I'll look at the missing one first.
There's a missing.
The left horn is missing.
There's a hole in this stuffed animal. It seems this hole is where the horn is inserted into.
That could be taking so
I
long.
guess its head isn't stuffed with cotton. I wonder what's inside.
Perhaps I should examine the other side. Okay, well I will, only because you told me to, game. Whee!
What else can you do?
The right horn seems to be fine, but the entire balance feels a bit off.
This horn, it looks like you can move it.
Oh, neat. What?
Oh, gosh. What was that buzzing sound?
It's a bomb.
It seems
Everybody
like
evacuate.
it seems this toy is equipped with a recording device. Uh-oh. Oh, who wants to give this voice? I think it's got to be voice modulated.
Is it a lady or a man?
I have no
Or
idea.
Voice change your voice.
Just do like a voice changer voice. Someone, anyone.
And
Actually, I have an idea. Everyone read these lines.
Okay.
Oh
Hold
gosh,
on.
it's
So-
gonna be a crap show.
Yeah, that's okay. So just start with the and. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there it is. Okay, read these red lines, everyone at the same time. Go.
I knew who you
I
were.
knew
right
who you
away,
were right away. You can't hide that bird from me.
Oh, and there's a green voice too. There's a red voice and a green voice. Okay.
This is messed up.
Maybe it would be easier if we just had one person read
The
red and one person
guys
read green.
Oh, okay, that works. Too.
Yeah.
I got it. Alex, do you want to read another one?
Hell yeah!
All right. If there's text for green, read for green, and someone who hasn't
You
read
and
much
your
for
one
red
line.
can read for red.
You with another one line.
Yeah.
Green silence.
Yeah. All right. So someone just read for red.
Silence. Huh. I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge. Oh, I can't see it. To get revenge all this time. The button's out of the way. Oh.
Is this the moment of the murder?
Who could have recorded something like this?
And why would you record it in the first place?
Stuffed animal
Why
added
was-
to the
why was
fucking
someone
court.
recording?
Why would you record yourself doing a murder? Why?
This is. There ain't no doubt about it. This here is what I heard.
I heard.
Overruled. We cannot verify when these voices were recorded.
We can't verify anything.
It's also possible that they aren't related to the case at all. If only we had some video as well.
That's hogwash. I'm telling you. That right there was the conversation I heard. The victim was holding on to it, right? I reckon it must have been recording when she got attacked.
That certainly is a possibility. However, your testimony alone is insufficient. I require something with a little more credibility.
Again, her words. It almost sounds as if she's trying to give me advice. Judge Courtney, there's no mistake that those voices were from the incident. Please recall the audio that was recorded by the stuffed animal.
I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that bird from me.
If we compare that part of the recording with a certain piece of evidence, we can prove it. This evidence shows the moment of the crime? What?
It's
Didn't
the Jam
the
and Ninja
victim
Man.
have a burn on the hand?
Did she?
Didn't she?
You can check the full body.
Oh yeah, she has the burn right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I can have a smart moment sometimes. Pat on the back.
Thank you, Giggles, Creepypasta Master.
Love you. Creepypasta master. Oh gosh.
The autopsy report. And exactly what part of the autopsy report shows that?
Oh, this part shows that the recording took place during the moment of the burn mark.
Take that.
Take that!
Take that!
I remember clearly what the voice said.
You can't hide your bird from me.
One, on the victim's hand, there was a burn mark.
Indeed. It just happened to match up, you see. But what of it?
He burned her hand!
According to the testimony, the victim had been holding the stuffed animal, and it just happened to record a characteristic of the victim, namely the burn.
That's a coincidence. I mean, it could happen, right?
Overruled! I do not think so. It is hard to believe that all of this is simply a coincidence.
That face.
The voices on the stuffed animal were most likely recorded during the incident.
One of these voices must belong to the true culprit. From what we've heard, it must have been the one who was doing most of the talking. Cry.
But what's the... Sorry. But what's the point? In the end, we still can't tell their gender or identity, you know?
Indeed, because they had been using voice changers. It can't be helped. Hammer!
Objection. It seems the situation has become quite clear. The conversation Miss Hart overheard was between the culprit and Miss Crane.
That's what I've been telling you from the start.
I can't
And
yell,
from
sorry.
this, we will understand a new fact.
Please enlighten us then. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, I like this sprite of hers.
Do what you want. According to Miss Hart's testimony, just before the incident, 2 people came up from the auction hall using the lift. It must have been the conductor and one of the auction guests. They probably went there to settle the payment after winning a bid. And then, it was there that the crime was carried out. Since the auction continued after the crime took place, we are led to a single truth. This is the new fact that we have arrived at.
I know what it's gonna be.
The culprit is the conductor. Yeah, because if the culprit were the victim, the culprit were one of the guests, the conductor would be dead. Yeah, if the culprit were the victim, they'd be dead. Since the conductor was the only one who could keep the auction going, we can conclude that the deceased victim could not have been the conductor.
Dun dun dun.
Cry.
Justine?
Please be quiet here, okay?
If the conductor was not the victim, then they must have been the culprit.
Overruled! Overruled! Please wait. That alone is insufficient.
Of course. Even I do not intend to rely upon the process of elimination. Whoa, fire. Wait, shit, no, there's no fire here. Come on, work. Certain traces left at the crime scene led me to believe that the culprit is the conductor.
Well then, please show it to us.
No.
What were the traces left behind at the crime scene that led me to deduce the conductor? Oh, I tell ya. It's, the meeting room blood. It's probably maybe? What was it? Because, like, what else would it be? This is what I'm thinking it is, because it would allow the conductor to basically hide, you know, what happened, right?
Maybe, I'm not really sure.
To just, maybe to, like, hide...
I'm small brain.
Okay, this blood exists in the first place to hide the fact that the storeroom is above there, right? So,
Right.
if there was blood dripping down, but there wasn't a lot of it, then that would imply that the blood dripped from somewhere. So the fact is that they had to put this there to make sure that there were traces left at the crime scene that led to that. So if the conductor put the blood there, then it hid the storeroom up above. That's my thought. Is that right? Do you think that does that seem right?
I'm not sure entirely.
I
But
think
you
it's
might
the
be
jamming ninja mask, but you know.
The jamming ninja man.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. The culprit purposely left a large amount of blood in the meeting room. In doing so, we were led to believe the meeting room had been the scene of the crime. Yeah, okay, cool. It was a ruse by the true culprit to hide the blood that had fallen from the storeroom. Okay, yeah, cool, I was right.
You should read this as if you're coming to the conclusion.
It was if he was coming to that way.
So we wouldn't find out about the existence of the black market auction, correct?
Indeed. If the culprit had been unrelated to the auction, there would have been no reason to do such a thing. Ergo, the culprit could have only been the conductor.
Ergo.
Well then, do you have any idea as to who the conductor might possibly be?
The auction hall is the P.I.C. meeting room, and furthermore, there is a storeroom above it.
And there's a burn on
The conductor
hand.
must have been, at the very least, a member of the P.I.C.
Or the chairman.
So,
And he's wearing a red coat.
in other words, you suspect me, I take it. Isn't it natural to suspect you? The one with the most authority in the P.I.C.? Objection! You are quite capable. I'll give you that much at least.
I
But
think
you
you're
know,
right.
Like I said before, you're far too naive.
But he's got the fire and a red coat. That's
Well,
basically almost
I don't think it's.
foreshadowing.
This isn't that coat, though, I don't think.
But it's his color. What other character wears red?
Edgeworth.
No,
But he
wears a
also,
muted
but
magenta.
the victim has the victim. Here's the thing: the victim has a burn on their hand. The
Man, his
victim
whole
said,
thing is fire.
"The victim said, I knew it was you." I wonder if the victim was investigating the auction to find out who's been running them, and she got caught, so he killed her.
That's probably it too.
Oh, wait a minute. Wouldn't he have said that? I recognize you from the burn mark because they clarified that.
Well, I
Oh.
wonder. No, he. I don't know. Like, I wonder. I don't know
'Cause they
how.
said that
Maybe
got
maybe
burned
Blaze has a
because-
burn mark of his own or something. I don't know.
Maybe. We'll
Anyway,
see. Yeah, you're
let me
right.
read this line.
But you know,
You have
fire.
nothing, you know. There's no evidence that proves that I am the culprit, you see. If by some chance you do have some evidence, then why don't you present it? Do I have evidence that Blaze is the culprit?
The
No.
Chairman Ninja Mask.
Yes, it is the Chairman Ninja Mask. Blaze himself has suggested that he is the criminal. He's been showing that strange self-confidence for a while now. He knows that there is not a single piece of evidence left behind to incriminate him. If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, Edgeworth. Just kidding. I always wanted to say that, you know.
I feel like he just incriminated himself.
Well then, Courtney.
All right.
Oh, who's this?
Courtney.
I reckon.
I just remembered you.
Oh.
False evidence. Uh-oh.
What?
Fucking Sebastian.
What?
Love
You
you.
also lost your memories?
No, that ain't it. Something just popped in my head right now.
Very well. Please tell us.
Objection! Courtney, could you tell me what you are doing?
Prosecutor Edgeworth will not give up until we have destroyed every last possibility. I'm destroying every possibility, so that he will never oppose us again.
Courtney, I know that you like Edgeworth, but please just save it for when we're done with him.
You guys
Can't you just let me have this for once?
You guys could do an abridged series with that being the main gimmick. With them
Too
just having the
easy.
hot springs.
Justine,
It's too easy.
I don't really know what's going on, but well said. Pops, I'm gonna help too. After all, he's the one who's wrong.
Fine then. Let's hear what she has to say.
Dun, dun, dun. Well then, Miss Hart, please proceed.
Sure thing. Just leave it to me.
Please make
Bang
sure
up the
you
music.
only tell the truth.
Ain't that a matter of course? I'm a bona fide journalist of justice, you know?
Lotta, you are not a bona fide journalist,
Tell you the
Justice.
truth.
Somehow I feel uneasy.
Y'all saying the culprit was the conductor, right? That means the victim was a customer. Now, here's where it gets a mite strange. You see, there was 11 people at the auction.
And there are 11 people on the P.I.C. Continue.
Don't tell me that 12 people are gonna leave.
When the auction continued after the incident, I went straight on over and snuck a peek down below. Yeah, that's convenient.
You don't mean...
That's exactly what I mean. All 11 people were still there, present and accounted for.
What?
I'm a fucking liar. I did it. I
What?
killed her.
Stop it.
What?
He's so shocked.
Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure. I saw it with my own two
Lotta, why
eyes.
didn't you say this before?
So it started with 11 people, and there were still 11 people after the murder. Was it a ghost?
He's such an idiot.
You know, Sebastian, normally a prosecutor would call that a contradiction, you know. Were there really no changes in the auction at all?
Did anyone ever die? Really, I'm telling you, the auction just went on like normal.
Did you stumble upon a murder?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
But there was one itty bitty thing now.
What was it?
Just no matter how small.
You know those hammers y'all always see at an auction?
The gavel.
Like the one that lady's using over there.
Yeah.
My gavel. Mike's
It's
in a
not
gavel.
as expandable.
An auction gavel, perhaps?
Yep, that's the one. Smash.
Flat.
All of a sudden, I couldn't hear the sound no more. It been banging away just prior to.
I'm telling you, the head hit came first. She died from the head wound. I'm telling you.
I honestly think that makes so much more sense.
The sound
because
of the gavel?
how do you stab someone with a candelabra?
She got hit on the head with the gavel, and then they can't use it anymore because it's covered in blood. And that's why there's no more gavel.
But how did the post-mortem death thing head wound?
Well, hold on. Dr. Young's very
She's been
old.
on it.
Maybe it's her time.
I think, I honestly think the
Maybe
autopsy
it's her
report has
time.
errors in it.
It's all a contradiction. We gotta
Yeah.
wait till. Is she still coming?
She's coming, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Coming, I'm bringing her.
did she die on the
Hold
way?
on.
I died on the way over
Here, if I have to.
You should have carried me.
I wanted to be cremated.
Oh, God.
Just hand me over to
Not
that
yet.
handsome man over there who's only 8 years older than me.
He's got the lighter after all. He can cremate me.
He can cremate me.
Giggles, you need to do a reel just for your old lady voice. I swear to God, it's so good.
I have it on my character.
It's so
Old
good.
lady demo reel.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's
sound-
like one of the voices I struggle with. It's so hard.
Dude,
It's
6 different old lady voices.
Oh my God.
The sound of the
You're
gavel.
the perfect cartoon grandma. I love it.
Does that have anything to do with this case, Mina? I didn't think so. I'm just kidding.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
I didn't even hear you because you ain't that important.
I am the stream owner.
I'm kidding. I love you.
Love you too.
If Miss Hart's testimony is the truth, then this matter has taken a grave turn.
I get it.
If the victim was neither the conductor nor a customer, the very foundation of Prosecutor Edgeworth's reasoning would collapse.
Yeah.
Justice prevails, as they say. I hope you've learned your lesson, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is he holding? Some kind of like wand thing?
Mr.
It's a conductor's
Edgeworth,
baton.
there really is nothing we can do.
It's not over yet. Some mysteries still remain. I still have to think. If I don't, then Kay will be... Did you get the answer you wanted this time? Well then, a deal's a deal. Yeah.
Hold it.
He's like, oh, I want to go home.
Please wait, Mr. Chairman. I believe it is still too early to make a judgment. There are still a few mysteries left in this case.
Courtney, quit reading his mind.
Until we have solved them all. Until we have solved them all, we cannot call this a complete victory.
Courtney
I'm
reads
reading before all the
Edgeworth's
words
mind, and
finish.
that's
I'm
why
sitting
they
here like,
have
oh,
such a tension.
Isn't that right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Wink. I wasn't. I was expecting you to shout. Out to me. Hold it, like you always do.
Yes, of course.
Stop flirting!
Once again, Judge Courtney has come to my aid. Does she like me? Well then, what is it? What sort of mysteries are left?
Well, of course, there's the contradiction in the autopsy report.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Alex!
I've brought her in.
Yes, let's do it!
Oh my Mina and Giggles Power Hour.
Oh boy.
What's wrong? Why were we suddenly called here?
Oh, wait. Oh, Karen. I thought Giggles is doing Karen as well. So, like, Karen.
So we're she's gonna do the grandma.
Gotcha.
What should I be?
Do the
Wait,
quotations.
yeah, what are we doing?
So-
yeah,
You're gonna do the quotations of the grandma.
Yeah.
Like, so everything in quotations is what
That's what she
whispered.
whispers into
Yeah.
her daughter's ear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like Mina was. I just wanted to make sure that Giggles wasn't also doing the voice for Karen and Bonnie.
It's a puppeteering act.
Got it.
No,
Okay.
I thought that Mina would be her and I'd be the
Sure.
other.
Okay,
What
cool.
is that hair? Jesus Christ.
Did someone suddenly get sick? I'll begin preparing a compress stat. Ouch!
What did you call me here for? Did something happen? I ain't got no confidence. I gotta get back to Big Leto.
Dr. Young, Miss Jensen, you have my gratitude for taking the trouble to come here. This won't take long, so please relax.
Tell me what in blazes is going on? I did RuPaul's Drag Race for this.
I love these bits.
Stop it! You're gonna kill me, Giggles! I'm gonna die!
Lazy clip that.
Of course. We called you here because something came up.
Judge Courtney, just what are you planning?
Bonnie Young, under the divine rule of law, please answer truthfully.
Of law.
There were no mistakes in your autopsy report, correct?
I was just minding my own business.
Granny would never make a mistake. That's certainly strange. Huh? What's strange? This court has found an error in Dr. Young's autopsy report. Dr. Young, please tell the truth. Did you falsify the autopsy report?
I do wear false teeth sometimes.
That's terrible! How can you accuse her of that?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why would I do such a thing in the first place?
To protect the true culprit, of course.
What you talking about? I would never do such a thing. I already said that. Deja vu.
I'm gonna die, I swear to God.
I need to not
Your
take
your extra commentary.
I need to not take sips of water whenever Giggles is talking.
Yeah, seriously. How strange. In that case, why would there be an error in the autopsy report? I wonder. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you think?
I love how she's referring to Edgeworth as prosecutor still, even
Yeah.
though he doesn't have his badge.
Oh, I expected you to press into her statement like you normally do. Come on, Edgeworth, I'm throwing you a
Press
bone
into
here,
my
idiot.
statement.
Why is she taking control of the situation and trying to help me? I don't know what her goal is. I might play along.
Courtney's like, I wish he would stronghold me in his arms.
I wish he would press into me.
I'll press into something.
If the autopsy report you gave to Sebastian had been authentic, then the error should not have been there.
Wait a minute. I didn't do anything.
That is what we will figure out from this point on. Firstly, Dr. Young, I'd like to hear your testimony.
I was watching Cody.
What? Why would you? What? Stop it, Giggles. I'm losing my shit. Why do you want to hear her testimony? It would be pointless.
I will be the one who decides whether or not it is pointless, not you.
Oh.
There are patients waiting for us, asshole. But Granny, ow! Anyways, we don't have time for this.
Whisper, whisper.
Is there any way I could convince you? This is of the utmost importance.
Mr. Miles Edgeworth, Granny says she'll testify. So please, try to finish this quickly. If we don't return soon, there will be people in terrible suffering.
And yet, you were lollygagging on the viewing platform earlier. I promise you, this won't take long. Only if she tells me the truth, of course.
It's like they're
Look at those glasses.
There are no mistakes in Granny's autopsy reports.
I've been working with corpses longer than you've been alive. There's no way I'd make a mistake in writing the autopsy report.
Ouch!
I got nothing to gain from falsifying the autopsy report.
Is what she says. See? There's nothing strange at all.
I don't know.
Yes, yes, that's right, you know. There's no way she would falsify it, you see.
Under the name of the goddess of law, do you swear that this testimony is the truth? Of course! Granny would never tell a lie!
Objection! We were asking Dr. Young. We do not need to hear from a third party.
Oh.
I'm not a third party. I'm on Granny's side.
If you raise an objection to my testimony, you'd best prepare yourself, you ex-prosecutor!
I will definitely expose the contradiction in the autopsy report. Autopsy report.
Autopsy report!
Stop.
Autopsy report.
There are no mistakes in Granny's autopsy reports.
Look at her smug little grin as she's talking there. Look at this. It's like the emoji, you know.
I've been working with corpses longer than you've been alive.
So in your long career, you've never once made a mistake?
A doctor's only as good as the length of their track record and obviously the shape of their hair.
If we're just talking about a lengthy track record, that former chief prosecutor has one too. And yet, his actual abilities don't seem to measure up. I hope that you're not the same as well. You know, sometimes they say size doesn't matter, but in this case, sometimes it does.
Oh, I have to get my
Ouch. That's a low blow, you know. But you know, Edgeworth, I don't make mistakes either, you see. Because you see, before I can make a mistake, those around me will have already have made it. You see, I don't have time for mistakes. It's quite amazing, you know. It must be karma.
You can't compare a chief prosecutor with a doctor. You really can't. I should know I'm one of those.
Stop! I'm dying over
The victim wore this raincoat after suffering the blow to the head. And yet, there was not a single drop of blood on the front of the raincoat. Therefore, it is impossible for the head wound to have been post-mortem.
Well, that's... Ouch!
I got all the characters that smack other people.
I don't need you to tell me that. Son, that's what I wrote down from the very beginning.
What? No, it's not. The autopsy report says the head wound was post-mortem. That's a completely different.
Yeah.
I relayed to Karen what you put down in the autopsy report.
Oh, crap.
Karen fucked it up.
After that, it was none of my beeswax.
Relayed to Karen? Please elaborate on that.
Oh, shoot.
I relayed everything to Karen. After that, it was none of my beeswax.
Alright. Giggles, I figured out what the voice was. That old lady voice reminds me of. It reminds me of Butters from South Park.
That's what people keep telling me. He's one of my impressions, even though I haven't actually seen the show.
Oh, wait. Oh, they fucked me! Fuck you, game! Fuck you!
What?
So normally when you present it, the game goes silent immediately. This one, it like kept playing the music for like half a second and then stopped it. Fuck you, game.
Oh, shit.
So much.
Yeah. Dr. Young, please confirm what this autopsy report says with your own eyes. I know it can be kind of hard to see with those glasses, so I'll bring it nice and close to your face.
Yeah, just put it right up on
There
my
you go.
nose.
Okay. Are you able to read that all right?
I'll read it out for you.
No, no.
Ow!
No, I think your grandmother can read it just fine.
This autopsy report wasn't written by me.
What? What do you mean?
Are you ungrateful child?
I don't know. but Granny, I can't say that. Miss Jensen, if you are trying to keep the truth in the dark, then in place of the goddess of law, I shall hear your confession.
Judge Courtney is talking with Dr. Young in private.
That's code for you two to improvise.
No, I need to get back to Oprah right now.
I thought it was RuPaul.
I just need you to
I
tell
don't
me
know
what
her,
the...
no.
What?
Leave the package at the door.
Is that true? Understood. I shall convey your words to everyone else, Dr. Young. I properly
No, that's a giggles line. That's a giggles line.
Oh, yeah, because quotation.
Do it in a different old lady voice, though. Different old lady voice.
A different old lady voice? Okay.
Yeah.
I properly relayed the autopsy report orally to that child.
No, that sounds like Granny Smith from My Little Pony.
It seems like my granddaughter must have mucked it up when she was writing it down.
Wow. I just went higher.
She mimicked her voice perfectly.
Bro, that's funny.
Oh.
Oh my
This
gosh, that's so
case
funny.
4 is the highlight of this entire fucking game. There's no need for her to go that far, though. In other words, the contents of the autopsy report had been falsified. By your hand, Miss Jensen.
Oh, shit.
Oh, With that, we've proven that the wound on her head came first, followed by her chest wound.
I called it.
That horror's chest wound. Sorry.
You're good.
Miss Jensen, why did you falsify the autopsy report?
Hold it. Hold on a second. She never said she falsified it, you know? She just made a teeny tiny mistake when she wrote it down. Postmortem and antemortem sound kind of similar, you know?
They are complete opposites. That is the very definition of falsification.
Miss Jensen, why would you lie?
Uh-oh.
Kate, ouch!
I want you to tell me truth. Why would you do something like that?
Granny, but I...
Because you falsified the autopsy report, Kay fell under suspicion. Tell me why you did it.
I can't say. I just can't say it.
Not I don't want to say, but I can't say.
You're all a bunch of bullies, you know? Ganging up on this poor girl who loves her grandma so. She is totally unrelated to this. I can think we can forgive her for one tiny mistake.
That won't do. Aren't you the one with the most to lose if she testifies?
What are you saying? You see, as a former prosecutor, you'll have to speak a little more clearly, you know.
Very well. As you wish. I shall answer clearly. Ms. Jensen played an essential role in this case. She was an accomplice. Ms. Jensen falsified the autopsy report in order to assist the true culprit.
This girl is an accomplice! What's your basis for that claim?
It was impossible for a single person to commit this crime in the first place. The crime could not have been committed without at least 2 people, namely because the number of people wouldn't match. The number of people can match. If the conductor was the culprit and one of the auction guests was the victim, it would contradict the witness's testimony that there was 11 people after the incident.
What now? You got a problem with my testimony?
Not at all. Rather, it is because I believe your testimony that's why an accomplice must exist.
So, you won't admit that your reasoning is wrong?
Up until now, we had not even considered the possibility of an accomplice. However, if there had been an accomplice, it changes the entire story completely. If the accomplice took the murdered auction guest's place, then the number of people remains 11.
Ooh, I see now. So that's what you're thinking. You know, wouldn't have been quickly discovered.
Miss Jensen and the victim have similar physiques. If she wore the victim's mask, she could have easily taken her place. Miss Jensen, did you switch places with the victim?
I wouldn't.
Who was the conductor? In other words, tell me who is the true culprit.
I can't. I mean, that would also cause trouble for Granny.
Oh, shoot.
Ow! But Granny...
I will accept whatever wrongs you may have done. Just tell me everything.
Oh my God! I'm just smacking her hair!
Witness breakdown. As I thought, it appears you really were the accomplice.
Miss Jensen, why?
Hammer.
Miss Jensen, would you please tell us?
Oh, look, she got her hair fixed.
It's okay, Granny. I'm fine now. I switched places with the victims.
Jill Crane, so you admit to being the conductor's accomplice?
Yes, I helped out the conductor. I don't really know why, but for some reason, the conductor was expecting to be attacked by Miss Crane.
The conductor expected an attack from the victim.
They were so sure it was going to happen that they came up with a plan to counter it. A way to beat the victim at her own game. And that's when I was called in. I was told to wait in the storeroom before the auction began.
Hold it.
What are you even
that's
doing
Lotta,
with these
never mind.
people?
Lazy.
Whoa there, you ain't fooling my eyes. If you were waiting in the storeroom, I reckon I would have bumped into you.
She's hiding in the costume trunk.
After all, I've been up in that storeroom the entire auction.
I'm
I mean,
telling the
jeez.
truth.
That might be it.
I wonder about that, you know. Can we really believe a girl who would falsify a report?
Objection! There should be many places to hide in that storeroom.
Then by all means, tell me, where did our little nurse hide?
How did she even get tied up in all this stuff?
I don't know. The place in the storeroom where Miss Jensen hid was the Jammin' Ninja mask.
Hell yeah.
The costume trunk. Take that! She hid inside this costume trunk.
A costume
Actually,
trunk,
Brett, how
eh?
you able to breathe there without air holes? I don't even know.
Ah, now that you mention it, that box was already there before I snuck in. I figured I would hide in there myself, but it was wrapped up nice and tight with a chain. And it was locked too, so I had to give it up.
I suspect that when you sneaked into the room, Miss Jensen was already inside the trunk.
Yes, it would have been bad guests from the auction had opened the lid. After instructing me to hide inside, the conductor wrapped a chain around the costume trunk.
Why don't you just say who the conductor is?
I think they went downstairs using the lift shortly thereafter, because it's obviously Blaze. It was right before the auction.
It's Granny.
It was me the whole time, Mother Brothers.
So when the auction began, only you and Ms. Hart were in the storeroom. Storeroom.
Yes, that should be right.
Storeroom. The auction had been going on as usual, but when a certain participant made the winning bid, the conductor committed the crime. Ms. Hart must have heard the altercation that occurred then.
You betcha. I was trembling behind that there statue the whole time, though.
Following the altercation, Jill Crane was murdered. After killing Jill Crane, the conductor carried her body to the costume trunk. And Ms. Jensen, who had been hiding in the trunk, was made to take Ms. Crane's place. The victim's body was placed inside the costume trunk. The conductor then took Ms. Jensen, who had been made to look like Jill Crane, and returned to the auction hall as if nothing had happened.
Why did she do it?
Was this roughly what happened in the storeroom during the incident?
Yes, that's right.
Pull the old switcheroo with one of the auction guests. Ain't that impossible? That gal and that murder victim are two completely different people, you know. Don't you reckon one of the other participants would have noticed and caused a ruckus?
No, not at all. The reason they did not notice the switch was
Obviously.
Wait a fucking second, though. Hold on, because Jill Crane was in the conductor's clothes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What?
Hmm.
Was Jill Crane really the conductor?
Yeah, I think that's the right answer.
I'm thinking like 3 steps ahead of this, but from what I can tell, Ms. Jensen and the victim seem to have a similar physique. I'm also getting an important Discord message, so I have to read that really quickly. When that goes.
Oh, I just got cat pics.
Oh my god.
Very important.
What's a cat?
Visual learner, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a visual learner too. Can you send us the cat pic?
Yeah, 1 second. Provided, can I share these cat pics? It is important. It is important. This is absolutely important. Hold on. Yes, I can if I want. Okay, cool. Okay, good.
Black market cat pics.
Yeah. Yeah. I am the cat pic conductor.
The proprietor.
I am the proprietor of Cat Pictures. She got a new carrier today. Aww. But she's like hanging out in it. Oh, that's so